As I've mentioned on the show before, my maternal grandmother was born in Haifa because after the Armenian genocide, Armenians fled to various parts of the Middle East, and the maternal side of my family ended up in Haifa, Palestine at the time. She was born in 1937 and left in 1947 after the violence really started to get out of control ahead of the Nakba. But nonetheless, the stories that my grandmother told my mother about how the Palestinian Muslims treated Armenian refugees who were obviously overwhelmingly Christian was incredible. They were welcoming. They weren't like, ooh, who are these weird, strange people with a different religion? We don't want them here. We don't want them to come here seeking refuge. No, they were welcoming. And in fact, different parts of the Armenian diaspora, depending on where they ended up, have absorbed parts of the culture in the parts of the world that they ended up, right? So there's elements of my upbringing that I'm now realizing have been culturally influenced by Palestinians because of the fact that Palestinians welcomed a group of Armenian refugees during the Armenian genocide so they can have safety, so they can build lives for themselves. And so that story, or those stories that my grandmother told my mother, clash significantly with the narrative that you hear in American media about Muslims and the way that they treat anyone that isn't Muslim.
Yeah.